Welcome to Proctor's Garden. And you know, with the snow on the ground, you might be thinking, oh, I don't think I can make the most of this, but you can.
Yeah, Brandon and Julie both here to show us how.
Yes, I mean, the snow wasn't such a big deal, but the freeze is no fun for Colorado gardeners, but that's just gardening in Colorado. So the damage is done. So now we can start dreaming of when it warms up.
Because moisture comes from that snow.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So there's some benefit to it, but it's the freeze that was kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
So what do? You start dreaming of summer and what you can do to make your summer garden look pretty. So head on out to the garden center and go to the greenhouse and take in the warmth and buy some seeds.
Okay.
And you can start
any
your
kind
seeds
you want.
now. Well, there's some that you can start now.
Okay.
And Brandon's going to go over
Yes.
which some good ones are.
Which ones?
So along the Front Range, it's still 1 to 2 weeks before our average last frost, which is Mother's Day.
Oh, really? So that adds up.
that's
Usually
1 to
they
2
say
weeks away.
don't
1 to 2 weeks
plant
away.
before Mother's Day.
Uh-oh.
So look at the back of your packet, and if it says 1 to 2 weeks before your average last frost, that means it's go time. And it's not too
looking
late to
for
get
it.
these in the ground now, like
No,
we're saying.
see, this one says 4 to 6 weeks before average
That's
last
if you
frost.
started inside.
Oh.
Yeah, so look at the outside directions, it'll tell you. And so once you see that, you know that you can get it started. And like Geronda was saying earlier, you just scatter them and you're going to get blooms by midsummer.
That's going to be beautiful. So do we put them in the pots? Do we put them in the yards? What do we do?
A lot of them you can do either one, but just pay attention to what your packet says. It'll say it's more conducive for containers or it needs to go in the ground. And really it depends on how big it gets.
Okay.
If it stays smaller, it can go in containers. If it's really big, you'll want to get it in the ground.
I mean, these are pretty tall
These
here.
are Cosmos, yeah, they can get really big, but the nice thing about Cosmos is you can cut them back and you can keep them a little bit smaller.
They smell so good.
They do smell good, but what you're
Wow.
probably smelling is the alyssum, which you can also
Oh.
get started in the ground now.
Ooh.
Can you mix up several different kinds of seeds in the same pot?
Sure you can.
Okay.
Yep.
You can.
Should we-
You
should we
can go
put some
crazy.
So show
with
us how to
that.
do it.
Let's do it. Do you guys want to try it here?
Go ahead, yeah, here, I'll
let's
give you
pour
some.
in. So I guess people at home, Brandon and Julie and Steve didn't know who Salt Bay was, but I know who Salt Bay, so I'm just gonna,
We need a meme
a little
for
bit of
this.
there we go.
So you're going to scatter them just like that, and then you're going to rake them in, because you want to get them into the soil a little bit here.
Give it a little rakety
Give it
rake.
a little rakety rake, and
Nice.
then you're going to water them. So just pretend this has water in it.
And
you use
lovely.
fake water or you use real water?
Usually I use
Real
real
water.
water, but if you want to go
Got
for the
it.
fake one.
And
All right.
just let it
Speaking of
grow.
water,
Nice.
make sure with all the moisture you've had, you're not walking on your soil. That compacts it. So
Okay.
make sure you either kind of go from the edge or wait till it dries just a little bit before you actually start.
Good tips, Brandon and Julie. Thanks for the advice from Proctor's Garden.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Sports is next. Stick around.